Chicken sausage gumbo is just like it sounds. Its main ingredients are chicken, and then we add sausage, and the sausages can change the flavor tremendously depending on the sausage you choose. And we're going to show you a lot of those sausages with it. Gumbo is really a soup. It's what people did to put together something with leftovers. So make it up as you go. Experiment, have a great time with it. It's a fun dish. For chicken sausage gumbo, here are our ingredients. We're going to start with the Cajun Holy Trinity. That Holy Trinity is bell peppers, celery, and onion. We're going to dice each of those, and we're going to start with that. Then we're going to add our pork tasso. You can use turkey tasso too. And we're going to add andouille, or you can use other sausages, whatever you choose you want. Then we're going to use our dry roux. Show you about dry roux. And then we're going to add our broth and throw in our already cooked chicken. We're ready to go. Let's get cooking. Let's start talking about the gumbo vegetables for a minute, since we want to use the vegetables first on our cutting board, so we don't have those oils from the meats contaminating our vegetables. Let's talk first about a yellow onion and a white onion and what the difference is. The white onion has a thinner skin. See how thin that skin is? The yellow onion has a thicker skin. It's even harder. There you go. I can pull it off. It's a thicker skin. The yellow onion is going to be sweeter. The white onion is going to be more pungent. So decide on what you want. I generally use yellow onions. They're a little cheaper too, so that makes it really good for me. I go to the yellow onion first. So here we go. We're going to start with how to cut an onion. Cut the end off of the onion. Watch, my fingers are out of the way. I cut the end, turn the onion, cut the other end of the onion. Now I have a flat work surface. I go down through the onion, peel the onion skin off. Makes it real easy to peel it off. Once you cut it, it's a lot easier to peel the onion skin off of that. We're going to dice all the way through on our onion. Skin's gone on that one. Now we're ready to go on the next one. And we got the skin gone on this yellow onion. Now we have the skin out of the way. Want to show you a very, very safe way to dice an onion. We're going to go about 1/4 of an inch, cut, keep the onion, 1/4 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, and one more cut, and we've got our onion started for cutting. There we go. We're there again, all with the other half. See how having a sharp knife makes a difference for us. Now watch how we're going to use the onion rings to give us the dicing we want. We want to have us about 1/4 of an inch. Here we go. I'm using the rings of the onion. They're going to keep me, I only have to cut one time. And we go again. And the onion's cut. Now I want to show you a tip on how to dice a bell pepper. It's fantastic. Watch this. We're going to cut right at the top. See how the top comes off? That little ring pops right out. We've got our bell pepper. Now we want to take the stems out of it and the seeds out of it, and that's done. So it really makes a bell pepper ready to go. So we cut it, and now we're ready. I got some seeds on my hand. Now we're ready to start dicing. So we cut through our bell pepper from the inside out. It's a lot easier to cut inside out. And now we're ready to dice. We go across it and dice it. I'll show you that real quick, so because you can cut lots of peppers all at one time. Go here, and we're ready to go. Just cut right through them. These are going to be cut about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch. So your hand's out of the way, you're not cutting your hand. Dicing celery, you want to make sure you cut the ends off the celery, wash them thoroughly first. Cut both ends. It's just cleaning up the celery, so you'll be ready to have the stuff you want to use. So we're going to go straight. Our fingers are back. We dice it about 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little smaller with the celery. We want to make these nice rings. I think the rings are really pretty when they're in any dish that you're going to use. So kind of keep them off to themselves so you don't cut them over and over and over. They're going to stick to your knife as you cut anyway, but try to keep the rings. It just makes it a little prettier when you're serving the dish. When the dish is being cooked, they're going to cook down a little bit anyway. When you get down to this part of the celery, to use it all, I cut it in half. Cut it in half, and then even though they're not rings like the others, it's still a pretty part that you'll be able to put in, still use all the celery, so you're not wasting the vegetable. This is deboned cooked chicken. I'm going to show you how to dice it. It'll stay together with it. It's got a lot of gelatin in with it. I've had it refrigerated. So we'll just cut through it, keeping our fingers out of the way so we don't cut ourselves. All we're doing here is kind of lining up the chicken. We don't care about it being a particular size, although we want to keep it in chunks that are big enough that when we eat it, we'll be able to know that we've got something. We've cut the chicken in one direction, now we're going to cut it in the other, and that's going to be how our chicken is prepared. We're just making big chunks of chicken, so we're ready, but we don't want just big chunks of chicken. So we're ready to use it for our dish. Let's talk a second about the meats that we're going to use in this dish. We have pork tasso. They also make turkey tasso. So if you wanted to use turkey in your dish instead, you could use that. It's a very lean cut. And with that cut, it's then marinated for over 3 days. Then it's smoked. So that's what tasso is. You may not be able to get it at your grocery store. You can find it online at our website. We then have andouille sausage. And I want to talk with you the difference between an andouille sausage and a kielbasa sausage. The andouille sausage, also you can get it in turkey. This is pork, but you can get it in turkey. So this is a coarser grind, lean meat sausage. This is a finer grind and therefore generally has more fat, but it allows great flavor when that sausage is smoked. Both are smoked, both after they're made, they're both smoked, and then they're prepared, vacuum sealed, and ready to get you at your grocery store. We've got all of our ingredients laid out here, ready to put them in. We've got our Cajun classic cooking pot. Cover for the pot, really gonna make it good. It's a cast iron pot, ceramic inside, really fantastic for cooking. So we're gonna sweat some onions, and then our bell pepper, celery. So we're gonna put in about 2 tablespoons of oil. Turn our fire on. There, we got a good fire. We're gonna have it on high heat. Put our onions in. That's the onions that we've already diced. You've got them in the recipe on the website. And the celery. And the bell pepper. We're going to put the red bell pepper in later because we want to keep its color a little better. So it'll stay just a little longer. We add the tasso. So we've got the tasso in. We're going to stir it around. Just kind of coat those onions with a little bit of the oil. Everything's coating a little bit. By the way, I bought this. That's a great little spatula stir. Goes into the edge of the bowl. Really gets great when you get going later. All right, that's pretty. I'm adding some minced garlic. We got a couple of three toes we're going to put in. This already begins to smell fantastic. We're adding that garlic, a little extra spice flavor, and make it nice. Let me stir that in. Oh, the garlic's already in it too. That smells great. Oh, it's beginning to. We're going to sweat this down. Let that tasso put the flavor in with the onions, the celery, and the bell pepper. And then we're ready to put in our rest of our minutes. You can see how the onions are clarified. See how they're looking clear all the way through? Now we're going to add our dry roux. And, oh yeah, the flavors coming out with the garlic, all that. The tasso, you get, yeah, wait, the smoky smell. Oh, wow, that smoky smell is fantastic. So we're going to add our dry roux. And that we're going to coat, just shaking it in, and we're coating the onions, coating the bell peppers. You can smell that roux, the toasted flour. It's already got, oh gosh, that's great smell. It smells already like it's gumbo. Add a little more. Not going to hurt a thing. We want to coat it good. Make sure we got plenty of roux. We're going to add our chicken stock before long, and that's going to really darken up. Oh boy, is that pretty. Boy, the smell, you can smell it. It smells nutty. You're going to love that smell when you're cooking it. All right, we're doing good. We have the tasso and the vegetables all coated now. I'm going to pour in my chicken broth. I got 6 quarts here. We want to see how much of it I'm going to need, if I don't spill it. See how much of it I need. You already hear it sizzle. Let's keep a little back. We're going to need all of it. We'll just pour it all in. And we're going to see how that roux darkened. As soon as we got that in, look at that. How pretty. That's going to turn out fantastic. All right, I'm making sure that all the roux is off the bottom of the pan, feeling it with my stir. I think we got it clean. Go around it one time. Yeah, we're good. Now we're ready to add our sausage, andouille, and our chicken. So we're going to put that in. Try not to splash ourselves too bad. There we go. Now you're getting a full pot. And here goes the chicken, already cooked chicken. It goes in. Get that out of there. Got our chicken. We're going to hold off on the bell peppers. Just yet the red bell, oh boy, look at that. Hold off on the red bell pepper because we want it to stay bright and pretty whenever it's cooking, so we'll put it in probably in another hour or so. We're going to bring this to a boil. Then we're going to turn the temperature down to simmer. See it's on simmering pretty. Put the lid on. Add our bell peppers, our red bell peppers. And we're ready to just let it simmer and all come together. That beautiful gumbo flavor. Boy, that is pretty. All right. Well, the gumbo's ready. Look at that. Beautiful red peppers. The smell filling the whole room. We're going to ladle it in our Tabasco crock. Oh, that's pretty. Well, I'm spilling it. Now that works. That's the way it's, if you don't spill soup, it's wrong soup. Pretty. And we'll ladle it out at the table. Look at that. Chicken, rich broth. Whew. Let's have some gumbo, huh?
Some gumbo. That's fantastic. Give me some andouille.
Oh, rice is
Smell
great.
the smokiness.
In the smoke. Yeah.
First bite here. Ooh, this is good.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even hungry, and I'm gonna eat the crap out of that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the smokiness of the sausage, and then the you can really the celery really comes through.
Yes, it does.
Aggressively. Interestingly enough,
Really?
usually
Yep.
celery doesn't really have that much of a breakthrough.
It adds a lot to gumbo.
Yeah,
Celery's
really does.
phenomenal for
Really
gumbo.
does.
If you like this video, like us, subscribe to our channel. Please let your friends know, and we'll see you next time.